Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Matthew, your somewhat manic dungeon master for this evening. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've been together, but before we jump into what's been going on here with our party, I want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to folks. I want to say thanks to our friends at Little Dragon Corp, apologies for the voice, and Cardboard Castle Games. If you put exclamation point CCG into chat, it'll give you a link to Cardboard Castle Games. They're based out of Evans, Georgia. So if you happen to be local to them, or even local to me, they're only about 45 minutes to an hour from here. Swing by their brick and mortar location, let them know Proficiency Bonus sent you, and they'll hook you up with 10% off your purchase in store. You can also do exclamation point Little Dragon in our chat. It'll give you a link to Little Dragon's website. Don't forget to use the discount code bonus. Sorry, with them it's just a bonus, and you'll get 15% off your order. They do ship anywhere on the globe, so definitely check them both out. I know that Little Dragon just celebrated their birthday recently, so definitely stop by, let them know that we sent you, and don't forget to use the discount code. Now, we'll jump right into what's happened last time. Before I say that, as you may notice, right now, Furia's camera's doing a little wonky thing. Furia's on her way, going to be a couple minutes behind. So I just have a placeholder there waiting for her to arrive. But with that, we'll jump back into our story so far. Our party has been making their way through what they are fairly certain is Whisper's Crypt, seeking to find one of the lost rings. They have run into some interesting situations, going through the haunted halls, eventually making their way down here, and finding some strange creatures within the crypt. Eventually, the party has sort of meandered their way around, and some of them started hearing a scraping noise. As they approached closer, leading down the hallways through the rooms, eventually turning and looking through a short, jagged hallway to see a massive creature, dark, crystalline body, dragging a large, what looks to be a cross between a makeshift club and a hammer. It's this large, almost looks basically like a support pillar, just a massive chunk of wood. And at the bottom end of it, again, a charred, blackened, what looks to be a piece of stone or crystal material. As our party has seen this, coming from basically their last known ping of where this potential ring that they are seeking may be, with Rose taking the lead. That's where we're going to pick up tonight's episode, or tonight's session. So to start off, everyone, is this creature and Rose sort of turn and make eye contact. I need you all to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh.
On God, just like that.
Oh, that's
We're going to change up the music here.
Okay, if my first die roll of the evening is any sort of indicator, I may be screwed.
me too.
It literally happens every combat.
Yeah.
Gonna save you again.
Okay.
Don't die. Don't make a joke about dying.
Everyone, I can only revivify 3 times.
Damn it!
Alright, so
Failing
Sarah,
I get to re-read twice. Got it.
after the third one, we're not
Two out
bringing
of
you
the
back.
three, yeah.
I'm going to give Furia a couple of moments to see if she gets here before I have the system roll initiative for her. But
Okay.
before we start, anyone 20 and above? Okay. 15 to 20.
Yikes.
18.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Wow, you actually rolled high in initiative today.
Apparently, I'm the only one that rolled high in initiative today, which works well for what I want to try and do. So that's fine.
Befriended?
Okay, 10 to 15. Wow.
12. 12.
Okay, 12 for Sarah.
Advantage too on initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 to 10.
6.
Oh,
Okay, that
hey,
was
cool.
Lydia with the 6.
Yes.
Okay.
And me too.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, God!
And Rose, what does that leave you?
I had a 10.
Oh,
Okay.
Did we do a DM roll for Furia?
nope, I'm just about to roll 20 and let that do it. Maybe if I can find her. Where she is.
Okay.
Where I am rolling for and she's not here, I'm going to give her advantage on the roll, just in case I roll like crap for her. Wow.
Wow. That
Okay.
did not matter.
Apparently it really wanted her to go on 16.
Lord. I'm like so worried I'm gonna try and use a spell on this thing and it's gonna like be like it doesn't work.
Always a
It's
risk.
gonna swing its giant sword and hit it back to you.
Today is gonna be.
Okay, so we get that in there. And where's my... Okay, so that brings us then to the top of the order, and Murdoch.
Okay.
So Murdoch, currently you are a little ways away. You're sort of around on the other side of this structure. You can see past road. You have dark vision, correct?
I do.
Okay. Yes, you can see basically this large, shadowy individual standing across the way in the other room.
I sure do. I will move just a little bit to have hopefully a little bit better of line of sight. It's been a few weeks. I see the picture, but can you re-describe this thing to me really quick?
The creature?
Yes.
Okay, so it looks to be standing about 8-9 feet tall. It is vaguely humanoid in terms of shape. 2 legs, 2 arms, what looks like it's probably a head. It is dark black and looks almost like crystalline or glass.
Okay.
Player knowledge, looks very similar to obsidian.
Okay. And it has like a big old sword.
No, it looks
Right?
like a blunt object. It basically looks like it
Or
took
just
a
a-
2x4
Okay.
and stuck a chunk on the end of it too. And that's as you're watching. That is basically one hand is just sort of grasps this pole and is walking, and the head of it is just scraping along the ground behind it.
Alrighty. Thank you for that vivid description. Gave me enough time to double check my spell. I am going to. I believe I am in range to use my unsettling words because that's 60 feet.
Yeah.
I think that's only 50. Yeah. So I'm going to be like. I'm going to magically whisper to it, and I'm going to be like, I don't know what you're thinking about doing with that, but whatever you're thinking, you will not. I am putting you in timeout. So, I will give it a D8 debuff to its next saving throw. Oh no, it's only 2.
Okay.
-2. And then that's my bonus action. For my full action, I am going to attempt to cast Phantasmal Force on it. which is a DC 17 intelligence
Ooh.
saving throw
Okay.
with a -2 modifier.
I'm gonna look up its thingamajiggy. Where did its character sheet go? Come on, you silly git.
We had managed to take a long rest, like,
Yes.
Yes.
sometime.
We
Okay.
kind of woke up to this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
you
should
guys
be
woke up, you came
pretty
downstairs,
fresh.
you got into one tussle.
I got slightly messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you cast the spell, it doesn't seem to have any effect on this creature.
I knew it! I knew it! That's why I did the lower level spell first. Okay. Do I know why it didn't work?
Given this is your spell, I would say yes. You've run into this before when you've used this, that it tends not to work on, shall we say, non-living creatures, things that have been built or brought back.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a construct. Okay. You can't trick something that doesn't have a real brain. Okay. Cool. That's why I used my low-level spell slot first. So that is my whole turn.
Okay.
Had to check that out first.
So that brings us to Furia, who unfortunately is not here yet, but let's see what...
I feel like. Do you guys think she would wild shape into something to try and like scout it out for
I
us?
think she would wild shape into a bear, but
Okay.
I also think she might do a
Bird of some kind or a bat?
moonbeam.
Because I feel like she would survey and then like turn into a bear while in midair.
Is
Well,
you
Well,
say
that would be 2 uses of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like.
Well, here's the other option. Do you, as a group, do we want to have her hold her initiative for this one round till the end?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's see if we can
We'll give her
yeah,
until the
see.
end of the round. And
arrive.
if
If she
she's still
gets
not here by
on,
the
yeah.
end of the first round, then we'll figure something else out. But we'll leave her right after Murdoch going forward.
Okay.
So that is going to bring us then to Rose. Not to Rose, to the creature, who really can only get a really good look at Rose. So it's going to take a step forward towards you, Rose. And as this thing is sort of turned and is looking at you, those of you right at the entranceway, so like Rose would notice this, Furia would notice this. Sarah, I don't believe you have dark vision, correct?
No, but I think Lydia lit something for me.
Lydia has light, but it's not traveling into that room yet. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
just basically you're seeing darkness on darkness. You're getting a little bit of movement, but you're not seeing a lot of detail. Rose and Fury would notice this immediately. Sarah, you would catch a little bit of a glow as you watch as the thing walks forward. The hand that is dragging this massive club, around one of its fingers, a ring starts to glow.
Below.
And Rose, about 5 feet in front of you, you notice a small pulsating red light. Just like this on the ground.
It's not on this. It's on the ground.
Yep, it is in between you and this creature, and it's just a small red light, and you're just watching. It's just going, almost looks like a heartbeat. It's
Okay.
just sitting only about 5 or 6 inches off the ground. What I'm going to do is on here. I'm just going to take a little...
Thank goodness we don't have a tabaxi in the party.
I'm just going to put a little mark right there. And then, as it does that, it's then going to take a step backwards. And that brings us to Sarah. Now, Sarah, you will also... You're seeing this small glowing light on right above the ground.
Like, right above the...
Basically, picture somebody lighting a candle. That little sort of flame, that little mote of red. Now just take the candle away, and you're still seeing that. It's a small, just tiny speck of red light that looks like it's pulsing almost. Floating about 5 inches above the ground.
That's weird.
It's giving... It's almost like it lit a candle in the hallway. It's giving just a tiny bit of somewhat eerie light.
Okay. Yeah, since I can't... Can I see the creature at all from where I am, or
You
no?
can see it, but it's still in darkness.
Okay.
So you could try to take a shot. You've got a darker sort of blob in front of slightly other darkness. So you could try taking a shot, but it's going to be difficult for you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can take a shot in the dark. Haha. And get this.
Okay.
I'm gonna try aiming a little bit so that like it's if I aim more towards like the light of the ring, would that help me at all?
No, because as you look now, it is no longer glowing.
Dang it! Okay. I'm gonna try anyway, okay? Does a 14 hit?
As you fire it off and you hear your crossbow go sailing off and you hear it hit something hard, doesn't seem to have had any effect though.
Dang it! Okay. I'm gonna like I'm gonna like kind of call back to Lydia and be like, Dearie, some light, please.
Oh yes, of course, Granny. I'll throw it in.
Thank you. I guess I'll call that a... Actually, wait. It's seen us, right?
You're fairly certain it has seen you, yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna call that my turn.
Okay. So that is going to bring us to Rose.
So, I saw that this creature lit this thing, but then I did see that it took a step away from us after that.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know what this thing is, but given that I saw the creature back away from it, do I have, like... get the idea that I shouldn't try to walk past this thing? This
Go
light?
ahead.
I think that's the
Let's say go ahead and make an intelligence or an arcana check. And then what we're going to do is after your turn, we're going to let Furia jump right in rather than leave her waiting until the end of the round.
Okay.
What are we doing, guys?
You're in combat.
Fighting the big monster that we saw at the end of last time.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the
the
big guy?
Dragon, yep.
Mm-hmm.
He has a
so
ring.
that was an... Yeah. That's an 8. I did an arcana check.
Okay. It is obviously magic. You're not really sure. It could just be a candlelight. You're really not sure.
I think I'm just going to ready an attack, but stay where I am. I don't want to cross this light,
Okay.
since I don't know what it is.
Okay, so you're. And what's the trigger for your ready to attack?
If the creature like approaches us again within range of me.
Within your range? Oh, okay. Okay. So then what we'll do is we're going to have Furia take up right after Furia. So we had the system roll initiative for you. So you're go right after Murdoch, you're second in initiative. What you've seen so far is this creature, as from last time, it was dragging something behind it, turned and saw Rose. They made eye contact. As it started to turn towards the group, Murdoch tried casting a spell. It didn't seem to have effect. Basically, we bumped you down to give you a chance because we weren't sure what Fury would really do. Mm-hmm. This creature created this small fleck of glowing orange-yellow light that looks like it's got a heartbeat, just sort of about 5 inches off the ground in the hallway between the two. Sarah took a shot and seems to have missed. And Rose is holding an action. So that brings us to you.
Alright, let me call up my spell list here, see what I got. Is there anybody right up near it?
Nobody is up near it as of yet. You sort of get the impression Rose went to take a step forward, then sort of looked at the light for a minute and just took a step back and seems to be getting ready for it.
Alright, and I'm going to chuck a experimental ice knife at it.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a feeling, just a hunch, that non-magical things might not work too well with this guy.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack roll.
That is a 23.
That is going to hit. So go ahead and
Excellent.
roll your damage.
9 points of piercing, according to D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Ice damage, I'm assuming. And then I think there's a saving throw, too.
Oh, yeah, because when it hits, it explodes. That's a dex save, right?
Matthew.
Yes.
Because it did not technically need to roll a save against my spell, it automatically failed. Is my debuff still in effect?
It would be. Oh, does that qualify for your inspiration?
It says that the debuff applies to the next saving throw that it makes.
Okay, yeah, so it would. So it is going to fail that save.
This indeed is a dex save, and yeah, it needed to beat a 16. So it takes 2d6. My thing go? Haven't actually dug up my real dice yet.
Sorry about that.
Oh, darn it! That's a 2.
Oh.
No!
Explosion
Every
of
little
a
bit
2.
helps. Okay, and then would Furia be hanging where she is, or would she be moving anywhere?
How? Oh, I'm not in roll 20 or roll 20 yet. How far away am I?
Okay, so you are. Let's see, you probably would have had to move. So 5, 10. You're about 25 feet away from it right now. About 10 feet away from that glowing little speck of light.
I'll just stay where I am if I'm not in the way of anybody moving closer. People can get around me.
Yeah, no,
I'm good
and
where
people
I'm
will be able to get around you.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. So that brings us to Lydia and Art. Up to you who goes when.
You can go ahead. I'm just gonna throw a rock and cast Shatter.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm a ways away here. Oh well, bunching up around here. Don't like that.
Mm.
From where I am, can I see the thing?
Yeah, so the hallway's a little... Basically, with everyone clustered right here, essentially what you would have to do is sort of move into Rose's space and then move back out. So you've got... There's enough wiggle room because so many of you in this area are small that you'd be able to sort of get in, make your attack, and then move back to the spot you're in.
Peeking around the corner like Scooby-Doo.
Basically, yeah.
I don't like the glowing little ball of light in very tight corridor. I don't like it.
Yeah, even Rose knew that that's not a good thing.
But you're all like right there.
If everybody was farther away, I would see about trying to, I don't know, poke it with a spell. But, doobly-doo. I'm just going to try chucking a, for right now, just, well, no, I can't do that, can I? No. Well, no. Is that far enough? Oh, no, that's not far enough. Ah! I'm gonna do just a magic missile for right now.
Okay.
And see what, how it reacts.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage, because that just hits.
Okay. 10, 11, 12.
Okay. So you watch it, and you can see the thing gets... Its body seems to react as it's getting peppered by these little darts, and it's pulling back a little. It seems to be having an effect on it.
Okay. It didn't look like it was, like, less of an effect, or it just seemed to hit it hit as I
It hit
normally...
exactly as you expected it would.
Okay. Alright, cool. And then, boop. Just gonna duck behind there, and there we go. Just gonna turn to Lydia and just like, you got it.
Alright, what is this thing here again? I forget. Is it a rug?
Basically, it's almost like a little... Where does my note on this? I want to say it was a little altar. Like a little...
It's like a diocese, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can, like, stand on it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to move forward a little. Can I chuck my light rock, like, around here? Because it's kind of a straight line. Just so I can see, like, a little bit of the outline of it.
Sure, I'll let you do that as a bonus action. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Dexterity is not good for me, but I'll throw it anyway. That is a 12.
Okay. As you toss it, lands a couple of feet just past the little glowing light.
Okay, so I can kind of see the outline of the figure.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level shatter on it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a con saving throw. Is it made of stone, crystal, or metal?
Yes.
Okay, it has disadvantage on the con saving throw.
Okay. So it actually has magic resistance, so it's a straight roll for it.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a con save. That's a 20.
Ah, bummer. Okay. Takes half as much, so I still get to roll some dice. Let's see, that would be 7. No, 7, 14. 20, 22, 23 points of... Oh wait, half that. Sorry,
So it's going to be
23,
11.
so 11
11
points of thunder damage.
Okay. Where's my... Okay. Okay. It definitely does not seem to enjoy that. Okay, and that will bring us back to the top of the order and Murdoch.
Okay. Describe the ball of light that it created one more time. Is it just floating there? Is it on the ground?
So it, as you're looking at it, let me jump over here. Okay. So as you're looking at it, it's just a tiny little bead of this reddish orange yellow light that is floating about 5 inches off the ground. And as you're watching it, it's just it literally it looks like it has a heartbeat. You're watching it, is it just the light? Let's say that it's lighted a foot and a half, foot and a half, foot.
It's like it's breathing.
Yeah, it's
a couple inches off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I, with a little bit of clambering, make it here in front of Rose, in front of that light?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm going to use my ring, and I'm going to stone shape some of this stone floor.
Okay.
And I'm going to do what I did sort of with Fabio when I caught him. I'm going to make a stone dome bubble up from the floor and go over the bead.
Okay.
And cover it.
So basically, you're putting a lid on it.
Put. You know, like when you got like like if there was like a firecracker, yeah, and you took like a pot lid and you just basically. So she just sort of like gets down and she like sticks her like fingers in the dirt and it kind of or the stone and it like clay. She's just gonna mold over it.
I'll say go ahead. You're a charisma-based caster, right?
I am a charisma-based caster.
Go ahead and make a charisma check for me. And I will say you do have advantage on this because you've done this sort of thing before.
20.
Okay. You are fine. You manage to pull it up, and now for mechanical speed, you basically have this dome that is now 6 inches up. This one spot, you basically created a small area of rough terrain. So to pass by where that little red dot is will be an extra bit of movement if you choose to walk through there.
Okay. I will then look, I'm like kind of down on my knees, so I'm like eye level with you, Rose, and I'm going to look over my shoulder, and I'm going to say, I think you were very wise to hesitate, but I think you're good now. Go. And I will give you Bardic Inspiration. I'll give you a D8.
That's all I needed to hear.
Okay.
It's my turn!
So that brings us back to Furia now.
Alright. I'm still not sure about going in there. However, we do need to take down this guy. So... I think I'm gonna do a moonbeam on him.
Okay.
Probably near the back side of him than the front side, so people that are coming in can hit him without worrying about getting hit with the moonbeam.
Okay. He goes immediately after you, so I might as well do everything right now. And that's a con save, right?
I believe so. But it's on his turn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he goes right after you, so you might as well just roll it now anyway. That's going to be a 25.
Oh yeah, that's gonna beat it.
So he's going to take half damage then.
13 points of damage, the halved. So
I guess
7,
that'll be 6.
6. Same difference.
No, you've got the
Alright.
moonbeam there. And are you staying where you are? Are you moving?
I'm going to move south 1 square.
Okay.
There we go.
That's going to bring us to that creature, which is really no. I just hit a button and took us off our camera. Sorry about that, folks at home. Let that fixed. It'll mess up your screen for just a moment. And yeah, it is not a fan of that, so he is actually going to take a step forward to get out of that moonbeam and actually get in range of Murdoch. And let's make an intelligence check real quick. Yeah, no, it's going to hit Murdoch. So it actually gets to make 2 attacks here with its massive club hammer. The first one is going to miss.
Are you sure? I have a pretty low AC.
Okay. So the first one is... where is my... There it is. It's up. So the first one's an 11.
Okay, that does miss, actually.
The second one is a 13.
Misses, actually!
Hey, there you go.
I'm like, oh! 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 I'm crawling on the floor like a little lizard.
And then it is going to...
Like an anole.
take a couple of steps around the corner
Anole?
and vanish from your view.
It's a kind of lizard. Brown anoles.
I thought they were just called a knoll.
Kind of sounds like a pasta, anoles.
A knoll.
Yeah. That's
Leave
a
the gun.
knoll.
Take the cannoli.
It might be anoles. I don't know. They're just little dudes.
They're little guys.
That will bring us over to Sarah.
Okay. So has Murdoch made like a rough terrain that basically makes an arch over?
Basically, yeah. Murdoch is created...
I made a speed bump.
Yeah. You've got a speed bump in the middle of the hallway right now.
Okay. Because this thing's now out of eyeshot.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get over the let's see.
Basically, it just takes you 5 extra feet of movement. So,
5, 10, 15, 20. So right here I would end up.
5... No, you could get, with 20 feet of movement, you could get right here.
Oh, sweet. Okay, and then... Would it... No, it wouldn't count as a sneak attack. Because he still knows we're here.
He knows you're there, and as you sort of turn the corner and look, he's standing there, 2 hands on this club, just looking towards the door. So he was waiting for someone to come around. Can't attack, but definitely seems like he knew that, okay, they covered up my little modal light. They're going to be coming.
Whoop. I'm gonna kind of like hug the threshold and wait for Rose.
Oh, okay.
Come whenever you're ready.
So not taking an attack, just...
I thought I couldn't take an attack because I did my movement.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain. So think of it like running up a flight of stairs. If you've got a loaded crossbow, you can still fire it. You're just out of breath. You can't move any further.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, you
take a
can
shot
shoot.
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the difficult terrain means is it's double your movement speed to get through there. So
Oh,
you move
okay.
5 feet, it costs you 10 feet of movement, though.
Woohoo! Does a 21 hit?
That'll hit. Let's go ahead and roll your damage.
Eight.
Okay, as you watch as it as your crossbow bolt hits it, the crossbow bolt shatters. It does seem to have an effect, but not as much as you were hoping.
Oh.
Just to get your magic arrows.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Rose then.
All right. Yeah. After hearing what Murdoch said, she just kind of lets out a little laugh, and she rages, and takes out her axe, and charges this creature.
Okay, yeah, you can easily make it to it, even with the difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah, and she will swing when she gets in range.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack. I'll go ahead and throw you over there.
Ooh, that's only a 12, actually.
As you come charging around and swing, you swing a little weird as you're turning the corner and sort of sidestep Sarah and just miss it completely.
Yes, so
You got that inspiration.
Yeah, was it? Did I have to decide to use it before I know the
Technically,
effect?
yes,
Basically,
but I'll say go ahead. You can do it. Murdoch's inspiration is
All
a
right.
little different because it's never ending if it doesn't work. So
Okay,
Leo.
that's a 7. So what did I say? A 12. So a 19.
that'll hit. So you are no longer inspired, but so go ahead and roll your damage.
I am a support class.
6 plus 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So as you carve into it, you have a very similar experience to Sarah's. It doesn't seem to do quite as much as you were hoping.
Okay. Still, though, she'll wind up and make her second attack.
Oh, okay.
21 to hit.
That'll hit as well.
Ooh, 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As you carve into it a second time, and you're starting to see, as you bring down your axe on it, it sort of slides and almost slides, skipping across this almost crystalline body. But you're noticing it's catching little flecks here and there of rough edges and knocking small pieces off of it.
Okay.
And then that'll bring us over to Lydia and Artemis again.
Do you know what you want to do, Art?
Absolutely not.
Alright. I will start by doing the guiding bolt at level 3. Level 2. Sorry, level 2.
Okay, does Guiding Bolt require you to be able to see the thing you were targeting?
Nope. No.
Okay.
It just towards a creature of your choice within range.
God knows.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll then.
I need to remember that you can curve guiding bolt around corners.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
21.
That'll hit.
Nice. So that's 5d6.
It's like that really cool one movie with the curving bullets, right?
Yeah.
Wanted.
Yeah.
I love that movie. The
Which
one
of
where
us is Angelina Jolie?
the scene where Angelina Jolie's in the circular room with all the dudes and she just gets all of them. Anyway.
Sarah.
17 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And any attack on it has advantage on it the next turn. So the next turn
So-
has advantage if you try to attack.
It's the next attack, right?
Yeah, the next attack.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say, yes.
Okay. So that brings us to Artemis then. You just watched Lydia just reach up, grab her holy symbol, and this mode of radiant light just streaked down the hallway, and literally Roger Rabbit style stopped, looked both ways, and then jerked to the right.
Well, that was impressive. I'll try to do something like that, I suppose. I have to move. Thanks. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
I can't see from over there. Oh heck.
So
Did
from
you
where
say that this in front of me are like Murdoch turned it into difficult terrain?
Yeah, so basically to get right here between Murdoch and Sarah, instead of taking 10 feet of movement, would take you 15.
That would be like all of my movement.
Oh, no, you should have 25 feet.
Yeah, you'd have another 10.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could then turn down, you could end up technically down here if you wanted to.
Sure. Yep, I'll do that. I'll just like clamber over top and just like, sorry, Murdoch. Excuse me. Just get over here.
Right, because Murdoch's on the ground too, so everyone's just stepping on her and stepping over her. She's like, that's soup.
Wait, no, actually, I'm gonna be right there because I need to be. I think so. Let's see. Yeah. I'll do Burning Hands
Okay.
at 3rd level.
So that is a dexterity save, right?
Yes.
That's not great. That is a 10.
Nope. Whee! Well, that kind of sucked, but okay. 19.
Okay. So, as I don't know so much if Rose would necessarily notice this, given that Rose, you're in a rage. But Sarah and Art, you would definitely notice this. As you watch, as the flames cascade over, basically just wrapping around Sarah and Rose to envelop this creature. It seems like the fire doesn't do quite as much damage as you were anticipating.
Take it!
And you notice the ring is starting to glow brighter.
It's like mine. It gives him resistance to fire.
Okay. I'm a fire wizard, okay?
You're one Rose, you can do other things. I believe in you. I'm not hard, but still. You're more than just
Yeah.
a fire art.
Yeah, you're like lightning and water and
Captain
just pure
Planet.
magic. Captain Planet and Heart,
Hard.
the
That's,
best elephant.
And that brings us to the top of the
turn,
order
yeah.
with Murdoch.
Okay. Gonna just pat this little stone dome and be like, alright, we're gonna hope that that's fine. And I'm going to take a page out of Lydia's book because I'm realizing I can use my magic in better ways now. I'm going to move back here. But he is still in range of Dissonant Whispers, and he is not deafened, so I will cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
First level, Wisdom save. I know he has advantage, but I just don't have a lot of damage spells.
Wisdom save, that's a 16?
It's a fail! The DC is 17!
Okay.
So he's going to take 9 psychic damage.
Wait a minute. A second, I do that. Okay. So I apologize. Something happened before you walked away, Murdoch.
Yes.
So again, it doesn't really impact your turn unless you want to change what you're doing. So, as you're watching, as you're down on the ground, you just finished creating this dome, you watch Art send this plume of just flames forward. The ground underneath your hands you feel a rumbling. And the ground that you're touching and just put your hands over almost scalds your hands. The stone is extremely warm for a couple of moments.
Yeah, so the only thing that changes about my turn is she gets up and she goes, yes! And then she goes. And does the same thing. So 9 psychic damage. And with my positioning, even though I'm on the other side of the wall, he has to use his reaction to move away from me. So I'm hoping that since I positioned myself there, he'll still have to now go to the left.
Yep.
And I'll push him further into the corner.
Okay, so yeah, that basically pushes him all the way into the corner. Okay.
And she's also she's just like, she's sitting there like, yes, 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 yes. My party didn't blow up. My party didn't blow up.
Okay, and that will bring us over to Furia then.
Yet.
All right. I know it's been a while. We're level 10, right? Am I not just imagining things?
Not yet. No.
Fine.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah,
For some reason, I have different character sheets for my character for different things, testing it out, and one of them is level 10. I'm like, okay, I don't think we did it
I
yet.
warned you guys that basically
I know you did.
at the end,
Yeah.
if you guys make it through here, this is where you'll be hitting 10.
All right, that's what I thought, but I wanted to check because I didn't really know.
What do you
So
mean
I would
if?
also like to rush through this speed bump corridor.
Oh, okay. So it would take 25 feet of movement to get right next to Sarah over here.
All right, I have
5, 10
35.
Oh, sorry, 20 feet.
Okay, I have 35 feet of movement. So would I be able to be there?
Yeah.
All right. And as an action, I'll move my moonbeam to be on top of the guy again.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have a really good bonus action, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, so he's going to make another con save. And that's a 17.
16 only.
Okay, so it's half.
That's 11 points.
Okay.
Radiant damage that he takes.
Okay, he is not liking this. Okay. So he is. That brings us to the start of his turn. So he is going to use his movement to get out of the moonbeam yet again. Move down here. Down into this corner. And just checking something here. Okay. As it gets down into that corner, you watch as it looks at the 4 of you currently within the room, holds the hand up again, and you watch as this ring that is still glowing, as it makes a fist and then goes like this. And immediately behind all of you, along that back wall, springs a massive wall of fire.
Can't do
And I
anything
need
about that.
each of you in the room, so that is Rose, Sarah, Art, and Furia, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Berries.
Hey, I'm resistant to fire. This is new.
And I can see this obviously, so I can use my danger sense.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, click it.
Oh no, Art. You like fire.
Stop, drop, and roll, Artemis! Ah! 19?
Got a 19 as well.
I got a 13.
No, where's my advanced drawing? There we go.
I got a 5.
Oof.
Okay. So basically, it is all along this wall and through the opening, cutting off your visibility from it. Okay, so any of you who actually, so it was Art. You rolled a 5. What was yours, Rose?
13.
Okay, Sarah.
19.
Okay, so Sarah, you passed. And Furia, what was yours?
19.
Okay, yeah, so you both pass. Okay, so the two of you take half damage. Furia, for you, where you said you're resistant, that's going to be a quarter.
I think this is
For
the first
Rose
fire
and
damage
Artemis,
that I've
you
taken since I've gotten resistance.
said who?
First fire damage I've taken since I got that armor way back in Silvery.
Well, that is both an incredibly good and incredibly bad roll. So that is 16 points of fire damage.
Oof.
So Furia, that is 4 for you. Sarah, that is 8 to you.
I also have evasion, though.
Oh, okay.
So, do I...
I think
don't
evasion
take-
is 0.
Yeah.
Yep, so you're fine at the moment.
Yes!
You're very warm and sweaty. There's a massive wall of fire, which is basically trying to charbroil you, but...
Gymnastic
And,
grandma.
The fact that I'm raging, does that that applies to fire
Yes,
as well, or no?
if you're a bear totem, then it applies to everything but psychic.
Yep.
Yes, that would
Yeah.
be 8 for you. Unfortunately, it looks like
Okay.
Artemis is the only one who's getting cooked.
Eh,
And that will bring us to Sarah.
I'm gonna move... Art's right next to me, right?
Yep.
Crispy? Okay, I'm gonna put myself in front of Artemis and fire at this thing again.
Fire!
You
So
have
you wouldn't be
advantage.
able to, like, be in the same spot. You could go here in front of Art.
Yeah, whatever in front of in D&D Beyond is.
Okay. Well, that's... Oh, so yeah, easy enough. Step forward, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. It's gonna
With
be an
advantage.
8. Oh,
With
with
advantage.
advantage. Okay.
He's still playing. Oh, never mind.
So an 8!
Okay, as you fire off, it's just... The heat radiating towards your back is just... It seems to be throwing you off a little bit.
Okay.
That was terrifying.
I I'm going to, am I allowed to hand something to Artemis?
If you'd like, or what are you handing them? Or, what are you handing them?
Potion of healing?
Okay. As if I know you guys have a couple that are available, so
Yeah.
reach over and hand it.
Here you go, Artemis. Thank you.
Okay, you staying where you are? You moving?
I'm gonna just the the stuff that's like right above us, is that like some rubble, some like
Yeah, it looks like well, as you're looking at it, it's starting to catch flame. It looks to be the remnants of a desk.
Okay, never mind then. Fricadilla. What's the what's that like thing that looks like a stomach up on the upper
mean this?
left? Yeah.
It looks to be not a huge, but a decent sized piece of stone that looks like it fell out of the ceiling.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Would I be able to take Artemis behind there, or would we not make it?
No, you would have had to use your action to carry Art away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep myself in front of Artemis then.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, as the flames are still licking close, I need you to make another dexterity save.
Dang it. I'm gonna kill myself. 11.
And unfortunately, that does not save. So
Okay.
that is...
Your evasion still halves it. So you're
And that
better.
is a very good thing.
Uh-huh. What is it?
That is 32 points of fire
Oh my.
damage. Halved to 16.
Artemis, I'm gonna fight you for that healing potion.
Wow!
No, it's okay. It's okay, dear. It's just... It's okay.
And that brings us to Rose.
So, is this thing hasn't moved at all?
It moved down into the corner.
Okay, I'm still waiting for my computer to restart to get into Roll20, but
Basically, you are about 10, 15 feet away from it.
Okay, yes, so I will just move right beside it and just continue to hack away at it.
Oh, okay. So as Rose goes running up next to it, go ahead and make your 2 attack rolls.
That's a 17 to hit.
Where did my... Surprised I don't have the AC. Over there. 17's what you needed. That'll hit.
Oh, okay. And 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And one
to
more
slash
time.
into it this time, you watch as you're starting to see cracks appear in the body.
Okay. This one was only a 16.
Okay, that unfortunately just as you swing down once and you carve into it and you start to see the cracks as you go to swing back the other way, just manages to push that large wooden handle in front and it just glides down. Okay, stay where you
I'll
are
just...
right next to it.
Yeah, I'll just stay right next to it, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, and you are far enough away as you've moved up next to it that while you can actually, I need to roll because you hit it the first time. That's still manages to maintain control on that wall. And that will bring us over to Lydia and Artemis.
Do you have an idea, Art? 'Cause I'm just gonna do the same thing, I think.
I think I have an idea, yeah.
Okay, you go. You can go first.
Okay, I'm gonna get the hecky away from this wall. Okay. Goodness me. Actually, no. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get a little bit away from it, and I'm gonna give the healing potion back to Sarah so you can use it. You did this more than me. I'm only slightly crispy. How much of my action would that have used? Full action?
No, you're just to give her the healing potion that she just handed you is just a free action.
Okay.
And she grabbed it off her belt, handed it to you. You went to run away and went, "You're on fire too. Here, take it back."
Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tuck and roll this way. Okay, I'm going to try and attack it with not fire. Stupid thing. And it's all fire. It's all fire. It's fire all the way down. Why?
Magic missile?
Wall of water.
That's not fire.
It is not, but it's not exactly exciting. Doesn't do a lot.
Hey, I prepared wall of fire, and look, we got a fire monster.
I'll do a shatter.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably dispel the magic.
Dispel the magic. We could.
Maybe.
Do I have that prepared though? I do! Can I change that?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try dispelling.
What level are you casting it at?
4th.
Okay. So as Artemis takes a moment and concentrates and casts their spell, the massive flaming wall vanishes.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, nicer in here.
I think my hair is shorter. Smells kind of horrible. But
Oh
nice.
no!
Oop, we lost a man.
Oh.
He said he's switching to his laptop really quick.
Okay.
Okay. I think, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. So folks, my apologies for the cameras being a little wonky for a moment. We're going to give Maddie just a moment. Oh,
Here we go.
Comes back. Okay, so Lydia, that brings us to you. The massive wall of flames that you had just seen appears to have vanished.
Alright, I was gonna do one thing. Now I might just do what I wanted to do the first time. No, I'll do this instead. I'll come up here, and I will upcast Bless, so it hits, the 4 people in the room with it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
So everyone in the room, you can make an attack. Whenever you make an attack or saving throw for the next minute, you can roll a d4 and add the number.
So that brings us to the end of Lydia's turn. We go back to the top of the order and Murdoch.
Alright.
Murdoch, you can smell the scent of singed hair from around the corner.
Yeah. I'm happy that I didn't have to jump through that, though. I will move... yeah. I will move right here with Artemis. And I will...
Would have blessed you, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I would have blessed you too, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm not doing a attack roll, so that's fine. I will use my bonus action to use Unsettling Words on it again.
Okay.
This time it will be a -4 to its saving throw. And then I will, for my action, cast a 4th level psychic lance, which is an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
DC 17 with a -4.
Actually, I'm not even going to roll that because it literally cannot make that save.
Pog. We love to see it. Okay, so in that case, it's going to take 30 psychic damage. As I just assault it with so much legal jargon in its brain at once. Like years and years of legalese explode in its brain. And if it is still alive, it is also incapacitated and will not be able to take any actions for its next turn.
Not immune to that status. So, okay. It is still on its feet. You can see now cracks are starting to form around what you're taking to be its head. But yeah, it is still on its feet.
All right, everyone, give it all you got. And my turn.
Okay, so that brings us to Furia.
All right. Well, I was getting ready to turn around and get rid of this wall myself, but now that I don't have to, thanks to Art, I am going to weave the now I'm losing it. Moonbeam through my friends all the way back down to the guy. It can move up to 60 feet, so it should be okay to do that. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to turn into a brown bear, and get up in its face, so it
There it is.
can't move away.
We were talking about what you would turn into.
I said you would moonbeam and turn into a bear, by the way.
All right, there
Yeah,
you go. You win
I'm pretty
the
sure.
bet.
Yeah. So I got it pretty much spot on.
It so happened.
So
So
that's
I'm
its
just-
con save. There's a 23 on the con save.
Yeah, it saves.
So what's the damage though?
16. So have
Okay, so it's
to
half to 8.
8.
Okay,
is
so
magic. What?
it can't do anything on it. Actually, what does it say? Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Huh.
Yes, so it has its movement, essentially.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't think to. So it is just gonna stand there looking angry. And that brings us to Sarah.
I'm gonna chug this potion.
Oh, okay. If it's a standard, what is that? 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2. Oh. 2d4.
So it is an action to drink your healing potion.
It doesn't matter, otherwise I'm gonna die, so I'm chugging. So 4 plus... So 2d4 plus 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so 4 plus 2 is 6. 13! Yay! I'm up to 13 hit points, guys.
Oh, gosh. Why didn't you tell me?
You were on the other side of the fire. Okay,
You get a
so
movement
I
and bonus action.
movement and bonus action. I'm gonna. Am I able to get behind that rock formation?
Over by Artemis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And that will bring us over to Rose.
Yeah, Rose is just gonna continue to hack away at this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You hack into it. Again, more small chips are starting to crumble to the ground.
Yeah, just wind up and swing again. No, that is only a 14 this time.
Plus,
that was
plus.
that was a D.
4.
What was it? Did a D4? Plus 4, so 18.
That'll hit.
Uh, 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So as you take that second swing, and for some reason you get this slight scent of salty sea air. As it seems something seems to grab hold of your body and just turn you a slight bit. As your axe comes down, you manage to carve into it once more.
Okay. Yeah, so she's kind of like, feels a little, disjointed by that, but yeah, she's just gonna stay right where she is.
Okay, and that brings us to Art and Lydia again.
How crispy is Arch looking?
I mean, there's a nice bit of my hair that's gone, but I mean, it could be worse. I'm not too bad off, it just kind of sucks.
Oh, I thought you were at death's door.
No, I just burned my hair off and it sucks.
Oh.
I'm gonna run up beside the two smaller folk, and I will cure wounds on Granny
Okay.
at 3rd
Let's-
level. So I will do that right now. Let's see. Where's my D?
I gave you the
20
healing.
points of healing.
I gave it back.
Okay, Granny's looking a lot chipper, a lot better. Oh, she's gonna like hold your hair like you're such a good girl. You're such
No
a
problem, Granny.
you're such a good girl. You know that.
Intern.
Okay. So that brings us over to Artemis then. If Lydia's all done.
Alrighty, Shatter, here we come.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a Shatter at 3rd level.
Okay. That's con save for Shadow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 24.
Heck! Okay, half damage. Dang it. Okay.
At disadvantage?
Right.
Why does it have disadvantage on its con save?
Cause it's a stone, crystal, or metal.
Oh,
But
it should
it-
be a straight
but
straight roll then. So hold on, I'm
Alright.
gonna roll one die. Because I don't know which one I rolled first. I forgot about that. So I had a 19 and a 6. And it's a 15.
that does not.
Okay.
It is
12, I think.
Okay.
Is there anywhere to look at my last roll?
It's up in the
yeah.
top right on the game log.
Close this.
17 it says.
Oh, 17, okay.
Okay.
17.
As you can see, there are just more cracks. The one in the chest is starting to open up a little bit more.
Alright, Alright.
Okay. So at that point, as we get back to the top of the order, this is where we're going to take our break for this evening, as it's just after 9:30. It's probably going to be the best spot we're going to hit for a little while. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. Those of you hanging out with us, thank you very much. Stay tuned with us as we see what else this creature has in store for our party, as they are all starting to cluster together in this very small room. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Wait, why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, yummy.
What? What?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are still in the thick of it right now as we jump right back into combat with Murdoch at the top of our initiative order, as it seems to be whatever this creature is starting to shake off whatever Murdoch has done to them.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last bardic inspiration. I'm gonna debuff it because I know that if it's a 4 or higher, it's impossible for it to save. Roll a d8. Ah, it's a 1.
Okay, so it's got a shot.
It has a shot. DC 17. Intelligence saving throw. Another 4th level spell slot because I want it out of the sky. Oh, that piece of
save. That is a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
You. Okay.
And you said it was a -1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
You. That's what I get for trying to lock it down for 2 turns. All right,
I think it
everyone.
still takes half damage, though, right?
Oh wait, yeah, that is not a save or suck spell. I was about to just be like, well, that's my turn. Yeah, hold on. 33, so 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay, for realsies now. Like, hit it.
Okay, so that is...
Get it.
It's still focused. As much as it would love to, there's 2 people right in front of it, and one of them's a bear. So let's see, what is he? That's interesting that he hasn't done yet.
Cower. Insta. Cower.
Okay. He's actually going to...
What about Furia?
Okay, so actually he's going to look at the rest of the room.
What about Furia?
Furia's turn.
Oh,
DM?
Right. Wow, I'm awake.
Oh, he's like,
That's why we're here.
shut up. Shut up.
Alright,
I'm just a bear. I'm not.
Everyone's dead.
I'm awake, I promise. Furia, or should I say bear?
Bear,
I'm gonna try to rip this thing as much as I can. I'm not sure if I can make it dent, but I will try.
Okay.
I'm going to make... I can make a multi-attack as a druid, right?
Yeah, I think so when you're wild-shaped.
Yeah, you can.
Sure,
Yeah,
so I
you use
get
there's multi-attack. Yeah.
bite and a claw attack. Oh, well, the bite's not gonna hit, because that is a 9.
Nope.
But, 18 plus 6, I'm assuming will.
That will hit.
So I'm gonna stick a claw into this crack and try to make it wider here. That is 8 magical slashing damage.
Okay. So you do manage to get your claw in there and pull out, and a larger chunk comes just cracking off of it. It is not looking too good.
Alright, I'm gonna snarl and look, barely and bearish.
Oh, you can add, a d4 if that mattered.
I don't think that would have helped
Okay.
mine.
Yeah, not with a 9. As you guys,
Okay.
You guys would be aware at this point as you've landed.
I didn't know if
blows
you
on it.
rolled a 9 or that was your...
Yeah, it was low enough I didn't think it would help, so. But thanks for the reminder.
So I was going to bring it to it, and now that it is more aware of you there, it's... I'm just going to do this right smack in the middle, I think.
Right.
Good. so it's actually going to go right over behind Murdoch, I think, is where it's going to be. Shoot this. Let's just take a look. I'll get it too.
Also, I believe the moonbeam is in its space at the moment as well.
Oh, yeah, so it needs to make it save.
That's only 3 damage.
Okay, so it's...
Damn.
And of
we're
course
tapping.
it fails
It's
that
fine.
one. That's only a 9 on each die.
Full 3.
That's a sad widow moonbeam.
It is.
Okay. And is the bear medium or large?
I believe it's a large bear.
Okay, so that means it would be able
Yes.
to get you if you're
Large,
large.
large brown bear.
Okay, so yeah, it can do it up in the corner and it'll hit everyone and it can avoid itself. So as the group of you watch, once more the hand comes up and that ring lights up, and you watch as a bright streak flashes from the ring out to a spot right behind Artemis. As you all hear a massive explosion. I need all of you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
Good.
Everybody in the room?
Yep.
I do.
You have evasion!
You have
It's
evasion.
also, if you're blessed, it's a save.
I'm not.
Is it not?
How,
Oh,
how,
I heard
how
a
mu-
scream of anguish.
how much is added for the bless?
D4.
D4.
Roll it. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so
Whatever's about to happen to me, I deserve it.
18. Thank you, Furia.
I also got an 18. That's including bless.
Not Furia, Lydia.
Furia, what'd you roll?
18.
Pass. Murdoch.
9.
Fail. Rose.
I got a dirty 20 with the bless.
Okay. Pass. Sarah.
What was the number I said?
You also have
18.
an 18. Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
I believe you said. Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, 18.
Lydia.
19 on the dice.
Pa-
So that's it.
So no negatives though?
No negative.
Okay. Pass. And Art.
19.
Okay. So. So the
Yeah.
majority of you take half damage. Sarah with evasion, you take nothing. So it is 30 damage total. So Murdoch, you take 30. The rest of the group takes 15.
What is the damage type?
Sorry, fire. It is a fireball.
I still take half!
Okay, so
Tiefling!
15 to Murdoch. Rose, you take 7.
Okay, yeah.
Because of you made the save, which drops it to 15, and you have resistance.
And then
which
I
drops
have the 15, okay.
it. So half
Okay.
of 15. Actually, Furia, you're resistant as well, so that's 7 for you also.
Right.
Yay!
So 2 7s, a bunch of 15s, and a 0. And then Furia, I need you to make a concentration check for Moonbeam.
All right. I rolled a 16.
Okay, yeah, so it's half the day. Okay, yep, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it is going to use its movement. Oop, that's arrow. It's going to use its movement to circle around. I'm going to circle around over here onto the other side of you, Furia. So, Rose, should you choose to, you can try to make an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I will.
I need to make a concentration roll. Hold on.
18 to hit.
Okay, so that'll hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. And is Bless still up, Lydia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As you carve into it, you put a nice, decent crack into the back of one of its legs as it's dragging this club behind it. Okay, and that'll end its turn and bring us over to Sarah.
Okay, I'm going to poke my head out and try to take a shot at this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to commit seppuku. 14?
Roll your
As you
plus.
fire off into it and...
Oh, right. That is, what do you mean by plus?
You bless.
roll a
Oh.
d4.
I'm sorry. I thought it was like Murdoch's thing and it went away. Ooh, 18.
Okay. So that will hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
And
Okay.
check.
Is it sneak attack? Because we're like in the initiative with it.
Yeah, but Fury is next to it.
You have an ally next to it, so
Oh.
if your classes, you can add it. If you have an ally, then you can add it.
Okay. 9 plus 19. So what's
Okay, so
that
that
all
is
together?
28. Okay. And again, as it goes in and you get this bolt and it's now stuck into a crack, you can see it is having an effect and just doesn't seem to be doing quite as much as you were hoping, but
You just
it is
hear
adding to
from
it.
behind the rock. You just hear from behind the rock. Will you die already?
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
And that'll bring us over to Rose.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to move back within range of it and just continue to hack at it. Try and take it down.
Okay, so go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
That is to do 26.
And that'll hit.
Uh, 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit as well.
Uh, 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You hack into it twice as it's looking around. It seems to be moving more frantically at this point as you're seeing there are more chunks of this black glass-like crystalline material just littering the ground where various pockmarks and attacks have struck it.
Yeah, I turned to Sarah like, how much can this thing withstand?
Okay, and that'll bring us to Lydia and Art.
Art, how crispy are you looking?
Now we're entering, like, deep fried meme territory.
Okay. I guess everyone's looking a little crispy.
Mhm. I could still probably, like, take another, like, smack and then be
No,
okay.
I'm just
Maybe-
wondering whether to heal everyone or heal just you. Let me see. How does everyone look? As I look around the room. Crispy or not? Crispy?
Bear looks fine.
Okay, Bear looks fine.
Tiefling's
Granny's
fine.
good.
Some
Rose
people are more
is-
crispy than others, but
Yeah,
Okay.
Rose like has some some cuts and gashes, but she's still standing pretty strong.
Okay. I'll walk over. Well, go over to Art. And, give him some healing there. With some cure wounds, so you get 5 plus 17 points of healing.
Yay! Thank
And I
you.
think that's all, yeah, I think that's all I can do right now.
No, that's wonderful.
Okay. In turn.
Thank you
Okay,
very
so that'll
much.
bring us over to Artemis then.
Right. Whereabouts is this boyo? Ugh. It's right there. And I can't do that. I'm going to throw out another shatter because the other thing that I wanted to do would hurt my friends.
Oh, even for an Evocation Wizard? Interesting.
Hmm?
Thought you had spell
Yeah.
shaping.
I do. It doesn't apply to not
Wow.
evocation stuff, doesn't it?
That is the drawback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's a
Sometimes
little bit
don't develop-
spooky, so I can't do that one. No. Anyways,
What spooky spells did you take?
Murdoch will never know.
Secrets.
Murdoch will know.
Got berated by a wizard trying to buy these spells. Anyways, shatter
Okay.
again. Pow pow.
That's not great. That's a 16.
Gosh. Yeah. That'll save.
Okay.
Heckin'. 19.
Okay, so it's half to 9. As you cast it, you can see just a chunk falls off of the shoulder. It's now just has a sort of indent in one of the arms.
Oh boy. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna like squish myself up into this corner. There we go.
Okay. And that will bring us back to the top in Murdoch then.
Alright. I don't want to say I'm disappointed in anybody. I really thought it would be dead. Okay. Hell. Psychic lances all the time. It's a new spell, and I want to get my use out of it. Let's hit it with a psychic lance.
Okay. Saving throw.
Intelligence.
Ooh, and no minus on it, right?
No minus.
That saves.
Ooh.
17.
I ran out of bardic inspiration. What are you gonna do? Alright. These spells are killing. Okay. Let's see. 27 have to 13
Okay. That's
psychic damage.
Okay, as you watch as it goes off again, and it reaches up and it sort of grabs onto its head for a moment. And as it reaches up quick, that arm that you just watched Artemis junk just cracks and falls to the ground. It is still up, but looks to be very near death, as it is literally now starting to come apart.
At this point, he could probably pass the bar exam. With all of the stuff that I've beamed into its brain. But, I'm going to
If only he could
Make-
speak.
I'm gonna make like the wizard and tuck up against the back wall.
Okay.
Let's go, team!
That brings to
I'm
Bear
out of
Furia.
spells.
Yes, you get a good growl out of Barry as the arm slightly
Yeah.
passes her bare head on one side. But she leaps once again onto its chest and tries to dig into that crack. So
Okay.
the bite is a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the claws are a 21 to hit. So,
Both will hit.
all right. So the bite, as I try to grab onto something, is 8 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And the
So
claws.
you reach in, just grab a chunk out of one of the legs, and you can see the knee starting to buckle.
I don't even try to chew this one as I usually might. I just spit it out because I don't think it would be very appetizing. And then the second attack is 14 points of magical slashing damage.
As you
Okay, once
slash
again-
into that same leg, and it just crumples and it collapses onto its other knee, the weapon falling to the ground, it is still technically alive. But you can see that it is on death's door at this point.
Yeah, I'm growling at it. That's my turn.
Okay. And it knows it's on death's door. So it is... Where is everyone at?
Oh boy.
Okay, let's see whether or not it can actually do this. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna try it. Give me a second. Let me just check what the save is on this. Okay. So it is... Where's my saving throw? Why are you not coming up? Let's try D&D Beyond. Oh, okay, that works. So actually this is a 20-foot radius, so... So it's going to center it in that opposite corner again. So it can just barely avoid itself. And meanwhile, I'll get the group of you. So I need everyone to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
Is the bless still on?
yes. We're the
Okay.
4
Good
people
thing.
that were in the room, and not me. Or Murdoch.
Ma-
It might not
AKA
make a
everybody but
difference.
you.
Yep.
Thank you for
Okay,
that.
we're all together.
Because I think it helped.
Yeah.
Helps everyone but me. And
I'm
Murdoch.
making faces like the last fireball wasn't the first damage I took. Like, I'm fine.
Okay. Furia, what's yours?
I once again got an 18.
Okay,
Thanks to
pass. So, quarter damage. Murdoch
15?
fails, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Rose
13.
fails.
That's with the.
Sarah
16?
fails, but you have evasion, so it'll be half for you. Lydia,
6. I used my luck point.
I'm sorry, 6
Yeah.
fails.
Okay.
19.
Passes. Okay. So as you are all sitting there, you watch as it reaches out again, and in the corner, you see as smoke starts to appear, swirling within the corner, billowing out to start to fill the room. And as you're having difficulty sort of breathing in as this burning hot smoke is starting to fill the room, those of you who failed take 38 points of fire damage. If you succeeded, you take half that at 19.
Okay. It was fire damage?
It was fire, yes. So, Sarah, you failed, but you have evasion, so it's 19 for you.
Yeah.
Furia, likewise. I think you
And
passed,
9.
right?
I passed and I have fire resistance.
Yeah, so it's a quarter for you, so that's 19, so it'll be 9.
9.
And then, Rose, you failed, but you have resistance, so it's 19 for you.
Okay.
It was 38. You said?
38 total. And you
Yeah.
have evasion, so you're halved.
You can just type it in here and then hit damage. Half of 38 is 19.
Yeah, so if you made the saving throw, it's 19. Or in the instance of a rogue who has evasion.
Wowie zowie.
Oh my god.
We got him on the ropes, guys.
He's been on the ropes for a hot minute.
So that brings us to Sarah.
Oh wait.
What?
It's your turn.
It's your up.
Oh. Oh,
Actually,
God.
let me
Okay.
rephrase. So, as he does that as an action, you also see is that same hand, he's dropped his weapon now as he was doing this. Reaches out, and as a bonus action, Rose, you get a very strange sensation as you feel something being pulled from you.
Bro, what?
Okay.
And you are no longer under the effects of the spell Bless.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I completely forgot about an ability this guy has, and I have not used it.
Did you just take that?
So wait, if I roll concentration on bless, what would I have to roll? Sorry,
What did you take for damage?
the full damage.
So you would need to roll a 19 or better.
Roll the 18, I do.
Oh,
Bless is not still
okay.
up.
So never mind, you do not feel that because you would feel it fade away first.
If you had
Feel it
bless
fade away.
if you had bless on yourself, the bless would have saved you from losing bless.
Yeah. How about that?
Very
So
paradox.
that brings us to
You're
Sarah.
very selfless, cleric.
Okay.
Cleric.
I'm gonna duck back behind my rock. So
As you do, you
Yeah,
notice
Roman.
this smoky cloud is still in the room with you.
okay, I'm pulling out my bag of tricks and dumping all 3 of my triples out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just say, kill that thing, and point at the creature.
Okay.
So I need to. This is a rusty, you said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I gotta.
Yeah, rusty. So it's a D8. Okay. So 3 D8s. 2, 3.
Isn't it an action to dig one out?
I'm just pulling out to check real quick.
From what I
I
remember.
haven't seen it.
It might be.
Oh yeah, it is. It is an action to pull each one, so you could pull one out.
Can I just turn the bag inside out?
I think that's a bag of holding thing.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it has that ability, so I would say you'd have to pull it out. So you can pull
Okay.
one out if you want, or you can take a shot at it. Up to you.
I
We
will
already have a
pull.
bear in the room, so I mean.
I'm pulling one out.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d8.
If it's something stupid, then I'll shoot it next turn. Okay, what's a 2 from this
2 is
thing?
an owl.
I
Yeah, it's
hate
be
the
a
owl.
gift. No, it does
You
owl.
throw it out and it's like, hello! I'm alive! You're like, I was like, what's going on? Why is it so hot in here?
Okay, so you pulled
I'm
it out,
pointing at
sir.
my
Anything
owl.
else you're doing?
I'm telling it to kill that thing, so do I have to roll for owl?
Nope, it'll
Attack?
just go. It'll go immediately after you.
Okay.
But are you
Um,
staying in the room? You trying to get out of the room?
What's the thing behind me on the map?
It's
Like scythe on the floor.
there's nothing really there. It's just an image
Okay.
that's on the map.
Okay. I guess I don't want to back into a corner because then we're all cornered. Yeah, I'm gonna ready a bolt if this thing, and I'm gonna fire it if this thing like swipes at any of my party again.
It was already your action to pull the creature out, so you wouldn't have an
Okay.
attack. You've got bonus action and movement.
No, I mean like ready.
Oh, for your next. You mean you're getting ready for
Yeah,
your next
ready
turn.
in action. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you're
That's
staying
it.
in the room?
Yeah, that's what the rest of my party is.
Okay.
Don't just do what we do what you would do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in here.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw then, as you are still within the massive cloud of burning hot smoke.
$26.
Okay, so you do succeed, so I'm not going to bother rolling damage, because with evasion, you don't take any.
Yeah.
You're
in a
dodging
massive
smoke.
Cloud of smoke. You managed to dodge smoke and flames in your lungs.
You're spinning around
Is-
so fast that you're just blowing it away.
Just figured
Is
out
the
how to
smoke
put her
just-
shirt over her mouth, and everybody else.
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
gotten
what
there
I
yet.
figured I was doing. Like, just, haha.
So that brings us to Rose then. Oh, actually, so it brings us to the owl. So the owl has a fly speed of 60 and a +3 to attack.
Okay, the owl's gonna try and do some damage in the chest cavity that is formed.
Owl's gonna get the kill.
Okay, go ahead, and
You're right.
it's horrifying, but it's possible.
What do I have to roll?
Roll a d20 and then add 3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's all come together.
Dirty 20.
And that'll hit.
What's its damage?
Literally,
I don't know.
it can only do a single point,
Uh-huh.
and that's what was left.
Yeah!
As Sarah has reached in, pulled out this. You've seen her pull lions and bears.
What
and
an
she throws
insult.
this thing down, and a owl pops up. And as this small creature starts flapping rapidly towards the creature, as Sarah has called out and told it to attack, you can see the feathers on this already starting to wilt and burn in the extreme heat of the room as it flies in, diving down into this creature's the chest that Furia and the shatter spells and rows of cracked open, swipes down and just rakes its claws into it. As you watch as it vanishes. And then the body starts to crack and fall down to either side. You are now out of initiative. As this creature is now collapses down, and
Does it make the smoke go away?
the smoke does start to go away. It'll be gone within the next turn.
Oh.
So for those of you who are not feeling well,
Get out!
I can do Gust of Wind if that's necessary. What do you think?
I mean, it's an enclosed room. You might just like swirl it around in here.
Well,
it's basic. Well, we
Okay,
can say
yeah.
this to speed it along. There is a hallway that she could start blowing it down.
okay.
So it's
I just don't want anyone else to take damage this turn if they can avoid it.
yeah. Realist. The only person who goes between now and then would be Rose. Rose, how crispy are you looking?
Pretty bad, so she would hightail it out of here. Out of this room.
Same.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it looks like basically everyone's sort of clearing out of the room, Lydia. And then as the smoke starts to clear, everyone meanders their way back in, so you're all back together.
Oh, okay.
Works for me.
Yes, you now have... A group of you are slowly looking at the remnants of this massive creature. An arm laying on the ground. A leg, it collapsed on one knee and then split down the middle. As still sitting there, one hand making a fist with that ring still on its ring finger.
Rose, see if you can lift that that nifty hammer thing that it's carrying.
Alright.
That's
She's like using the axe as a crutch, is like hobbling over there.
Oh, I should cure wounds or something. Oh, never mind.
What an amazing cleric.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You see her struggling. She's still trying to do it, and she's like,
I'm
Okay,
sorry
well,
they're dead. Here,
well,
buy some more
stop.
flowers.
I'm gonna do it!
I'm
Stop
still
it! I have to
there for him.
help
I'm
me
just
in the
like
area.
licking my muzzle and my paws, just cleaning myself up a bit.
So everyone can take. Hold on, let me get it.
Is my owl still alive?
Oh, 20 points of healing energy.
Ooh.
Healing. Everyone can take that.
Realistically, probably not. At the
Okay.
end of its turn, it would have taken it, even if it rolled all ones on the damage die. The owl only has 1 hit point, so
you released a fly in front of a bug zapper.
yeah.
Fly
there
one.
is some
Defeated the
lovely
bug zapper.
Yeah, somehow it
crispy
beat the bug
cooked owl
zapper.
meat just laying
Yeah.
on the ground.
It
Yeah,
was
probably that.
the spark that caused it to short circuit and fall off the side of the house. Thank you for the healing. I'm going to go over to the clenched fist, and I'm literally just going to like stomp on it with my boot to break the finger that has the ring out of it and pull the ring out of the broken bits of hand.
And it takes you a good couple of strikes to it, as it's still basically solid stone, but a couple of kicks, eventually it crinkles and you pick up. And now that you're this close, as you pick up the ring, you're holding it, and it's looks like a child's bracelet.
Hopefully that will shrink. Does it look like one of the rings from the book?
Yes, it does.
We got it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got it.
Weekend. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
But it's Monday.
Bear is still a bear.
Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
So we'll take a look at this when we're not in this gross, disgusting den of evil. I'm gonna put this in my bag of holding for now, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
And now that I'm feeling a little better and can manage to pick up this weapon it had, is it anything like special or is it just like?
Oh, at the moment, all you know is it's big and it's heavy.
Oh yeah, I should do a detect
But-
magic or something around this.
I mean,
room,
you
right?
can bring it with you if you want to and see, might be something to it. You'd have to spend a little time with it, though.
If it's magic, it might conform to your size.
Should we look around the room a little, or are we good?
I think everything's been incinerated.
As you're
Hey,
looking around, what you take
What's
for
left?
might have been debris at the beginning, between the wall of fire, the fireball, the burning hands, the incendiary cloud. It seems like anything that, as you're looking around, everything that's not stone or seems to be slightly smoldering at this point. Including some of your party members still singed hairs.
Me too.
Sorry. I'd like to just since Murdoch's, chipping away at this thing, pull my little jeweler's glass out. What about does this like gem configuration look like? Like, are we talking like some amethyst, some emerald, like maybe some ruby?
Go ahead and make a, we'll call this a nature check.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dang, only 10.
So as you're looking at it, it's very dark. It's almost black and glass-like. Off the top of your head, the only thing you can think of, the only black stone you can think of when you're thinking jewelry is opal, and it doesn't look like opal.
I'm gonna put like a big chunk, but maybe like the size of my palm, which, like, being a small woman.
Okay.
Would any of us seen like obsidian before?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
The most likely
Are we?
might be-
Rose?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Rose.
Hmm.
As Rose is from the
Mountain.
mountains. Rose, go ahead and make a nature check.
I'm gonna, just so we have it like in character, I'm gonna be like, Rose, you've lived near rocks. What's this?
I mean, maybe it's like the gems I've seen before. I could give it a shot.
Sir, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
And that's
Sorry,
a
my child
17.
is screaming. 19 for the dex save.
Okay. It's as you're sort of picking it up and you're looking at, you turn your hand. You actually decide to hold it in your palm, as you were holding it up like this, and realize that those edges are extremely sharp.
This is obsidian. Okay. And
So-
Rose got a what?
Yes, 17.
Rose, you aren't overly familiar with this material, but you have seen people work with it, usually in things like, I'll use the phrase costume jewelry. It's not a very valuable, expensive when used in jewelry, but it's something people use because they like it. It's also used in some, I'll use the phrase silverware applications. People make knives out of it and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you would know it as volcanic glass or obsidian.
Ooh, okay.
Is there, after, does Rose, I'm gassed, does Rose convey this to the party?
Yeah, I would relay that to the group.
Okay, hearing the word knives, is there a nice jagged, maybe like weapon-y looking shard or two.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm good at those. 26?
Okay, so it takes you probably a good 4 or 5 minutes as this thing has been moving around the room.
Mm-hmm.
And you do find a couple of pieces that you think would make decent knives.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking at them, though, your concern is it's basically a handleless knife. So if you were to take them and stab them, it's great. You pierce the person, and it slashes your hand as you're basically holding the blade.
Okay.
You think that you'd need to speak to a craftsman to try to have them do something.
Yeah, figuring that I'm gonna like wrap these ones a little. I'm gonna like tear a piece of my skirt and kind of like wrap them up in it and put it in my bag.
So make sure you put in your character sheet that you've got
I got some obsidian.
Yep, you've got 3. We'll call it 3 obsidian knife blades.
Okay. Sweet.
And I will grab that creature's weapon and just carry it out and see what I can learn about it.
Okay, so it's it. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Okay. Uh, 23.
I'm sorry, 23?
23, yeah.
It takes a little bit of work. It isn't easy because this thing is massive. But yeah, you are able to, it slows you down a bit, but you are able to get it up enough that you can move with it.
Okay.
At this point, as you're lifting it, the weapon is literally more than double your height.
Okay.
Do you need help with that, Rose?
Yeah, this is a bit bigger than I thought at first glance.
I'll help carry one in then. How about that?
Alright. I mean, I guess mechanically, like, if I were to try to carry this on my own, am I gonna, like, have any effect from it, or...?
It's mechanically, I'll say, given the extreme size of it and how small Rose is, I'd say it would probably slow your movement speed by 5 feet.
I have a thing. As a furbolg, I can move and carry stuff that is like up to 1 times my. Let me bring that
You
up.
probably have a similar trait to what the Goliaths have.
Yeah, you can lift like twice what someone can normally.
I count as large to determine my carrying capability and the weight I can push Tiger.
Yeah, so
Is it possible to?
Yeah, if the 2 of you carrying it together, there'd be no problem moving it.
Okay.
But likewise, Lydia, you're large enough where you could just sort of pick it up, toss it across your shoulders like a squat bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you'd have to turn to get through doorways and stuff, but you'd be able to lift it without a problem.
Okay.
It's just Rose is carrying literally a 10-foot long weapon on a 2.5, maybe 3-foot tall dwarf.
Okay. Well, Rose, it's up to you if you want to hold it all to yourself or you want me to carry it.
I mean, if I want to be able to wield it, I have to be able to hold it myself, so...
Alright.
I'll take it for now, and once I learn more about it, maybe if I decide it's better to ditch it, I can do it, but...
Okay.
Maybe we could get a shrinking spell, and Artemis could make it smaller for you.
Sure.
I mean, not too much smaller.
We'll look into that.
We have the ring. So are we good with not exploring this place any further and we can leave?
I have to let some woman's soul free that I told them.
Oh.
You what?
No, yeah, remember the ghost? There was a ghost and she gave us some advice, but she wanted us to... What did she say where we would find her body?
I forget exactly which...
It was like... Wasn't it like... under some rubble? Or something?
I forget. Fine.
DM, since it's been like a couple weeks, maybe.
And I wasn't there to write it down.
Yeah, that was the one where you weren't here, Kepler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to find her.
Give me, where are my notes?
I didn't write it down either. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See, this is what we do without Kepler.
I'm looking
Thanks,
now. I
guys.
don't remember. If
I know what she said was free her body.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you want, I might be able to spare Matthew some time here and cast something that can expedite that.
If you want to, because I know exactly where she is. I just can't find my cheat.
Okay. Well, tell me how viable this is, Matthew. I have a scroll of locate creature. I know what this woman used to look like because we saw her spirit, but I don't want to locate the ghost. I want to locate her resting place of her body, but she's technically not alive anymore, so I don't know if she counts as a creature viable for that spell. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, I can find her with that?
Yep.
Alright. You're very right, Lydia, and I am not one to jip on making, on not following through with the promise. She did give us some assistance, so hold on, I have something just for that. And actually, you would be able to cast this, or I, or Art, or Furia. It's a lot of people got this one.
But yes.
You are a bear. But this is a scroll of locate creature. I can specify to find her body, and it should lead us right to her.
Go first.
All right. So I will, kind of just open up the scroll, and I will. I don't believe I know her name, so I will just describe the woman. Try to use the magic to lead us to where her body is.
Okay. And is this a consistent ping, or?
Yeah, so it's similar to locate object. It is actually a 1 hour concentration. As long as she's within 1,000 feet of me and there's no running water of like a width of like 10 feet, like a river, it blocks the spell. But it says, I sense the direction to the creature's location. And if the creature is moving, I know the direction of its movement, but I don't think she is.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I hope not.
So, essentially, in order to make life easier for the group, as you cast this spell, you start basically immediately. It tells you it's up.
Oh.
Oh, we're a little too low.
So as you
She's
make your way back through, back up the stairs, into the haunted halls, back into the human oven,
Ooh.
you get the sensation of it coming from. Actually, I will bring you over to the other map again.
I'm guessing we should probably take her out of here and like bury her outside properly.
Yeah, let's
So
do that.
as the group of you come back out here, over here in the human oven, you get the sensation that she is down this way.
Oh, okay, Snarly. Okay.
Oh.
is she literally just like by the rubble where we saw the ghost?
Wait, no, is she the body that was crushed under the bookcase?
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
And we took
As
took
you
her
eventually
stuff.
make your way down there,
Oh.
whatever was on the body we took.
you go back down into that room, and your ping is coming through the door to the south.
Oh,
Oh no,
Go
she's beyond. She's on the other end of the door.
that's the bathroom.
No, so
No, he's pointing at number 17. The bathroom was number 11.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
You guys have made it back down here to where that, as I mentioned, the body was under the bookcase. There was a door to the south that you guys had decided not to go through because, again, as you're walking into this room, this looks like it was very exorbitant at one point. Everything's very nice, but it's all in disrepair and... But there is a door to the south that appears to be where Murdoch's ping is coming from.
Is the door to the south trapped?
Make an investigation check.
We don't need to have people get knocked out after we've
After
accomplished
all
the
the-
mission.
23.
Trap door take us down.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, it's good.
All right. Can you open it for us? I'll
Oh.
see where specifically she is.
Is the door locked?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
I opened the door and just like,
Okay.
Wow.
there you go, Murdoch.
Thank you.
Don't want
Sorry.
you breaking concentration.
That-
Okay. Wow.
Ow!
Little bit of hostility.
It's not towards you, dear. I don't understand all the rules for the magic and
It's been a long day. It's fine.
I don't understand how you backflip out of explosions, but there you go.
With your knees, Granny. It's amazing.
I'll go,
speaking of my knees, I'm gonna climb on top of Bear Furia.
As the
I'll go
doors
through the
open,
door.
And I'm assuming Lydia, as you guys are heading back up, would have picked up the rock and kept the light going so everyone can see.
Yes.
As you're looking in, the first thing you notice is that this room is, the paneling on the walls is identical to the room you're just leaving. It seems to be completely decorated to match that room. You see a massive 4-post style bed in the middle of the room. There, on the table, you can see it is covered in a thick layer of dust. There is a sword in a scabbard laying on top of the table. Looks to be a bottle of wine. And a small little... Looks at one point it might have been white, but it is long since sort of frayed and sort of yellowed with age, this piece of cloth. The bed in the middle just reeks of mildew and mold and just sort of decay. As you're looking, there are a couple of closets on the walls within the room. Murdoch, you are getting a ping from the westernmost closet.
Oh.
Oh, the closet. Oh, right over there.
Oh. I'll walk up to the closet and open it.
Okay. As you open the door, standing in front of you is a very beautiful woman. Motionless.
Not a
Like,
body.
Not
Not a
decayed. Is she like responsive, like, or just
does
doesn't
not
look?
seem to acknowledge that anything has changed. She's just motionless, standing there.
Kind of looked at Murdoch and was like, "Is
Oh,
this
Murdoch Pog.
Is this her?
That's her.
Lydia is.
As you're looking, you can see the hairpole match on. As you're looking at her eyes, this vibrant purple color. Wearing a beautiful green, what looks to be a silken robe. As you're looking at it, the robe appears untouched by time.
I look at Artemis. Is this magic?
Yeah, probably.
I'll kind of like wave my hand in front of her eyes, like, "Hello."
Nothing.
I'm gonna come up and I'm going to actually touch her, like her arm.
Feels solid and fleshy. Looks like she's an actual person.
Okay, hear me out.
I mean, she's dead, right? Or
I
thought
I
she
think
was.
I think she's somehow magically preserved.
And she wanted
I-
us to what? To free her? Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Free her. Like,
From
can
this?
From her
As-
stasis.
As you're
maybe?
looking, you can see that there are manacles around her ankles
Ooh.
that are attached to the like the shelving within the closet.
Kinky, but not. It's bad. Very bad.
if I go over to the manacles, like, do they just seem like normal manacles, like with a lock?
As you're looking at them, at first glance, they appear to be, but you
Mhm.
don't see a keyhole or lock or anything on them.
I mean, do we actually know who this is before we free some potential danger? I mean, I don't.
Isn't there a spectral binding?
I'm gonna reach into my pack and pop a detect magic
Oh, okay.
and just see if there like what kinds of magic is coming off of this, if any.
Okay, so let's see here.
Give me until tomorrow. I can bury her proper.
Lydia.
So you see
She's alive.
transmutation coming off of the woman herself. Let me check. I guess there's a couple of things in here that you're actually going to be seeing as you're looking around.
If she has a spell on her, you can identify it with identify
Okay,
as well.
and
That I don't have ready.
enchantment on the locks on her ankle. I can't type. And let me just make sure that that's okay. Where is the? Okay, and then you see a generic magical aura coming from the sword on the table.
There's a couple different kinds of magic. One of them, specifically from the manticles, manacles. Can we just dispel the magic on them?
Uh,
I could try.
You can try.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
I'll try targeting the manacles with the dispel magic.
Okay.
That's gonna. Oh boy. There goes that.
Okay, and what level are you casting that?
Fourth.
Okay, so let me just. check
I know I
the-
have a 5th level spell, but I don't want to use it just in case something bad happens.
good plan. I've already used mine.
Me too.
Okay. So you are going to need to roll for this.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your intelligence to it.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled that, but okay. 20. Nope. Nope. Yep. 29.
Okay. So as you cast the
Smart
spell
boil.
on these manacles, you watch that the image of the manacles changes. And as detect magic is still it's concentration. So you would see that it appears that the manacles themselves had been altered in some way. As you're looking at them now, you can see the color has sort of changed. They are now more of a rusted old. They look more like you'd find in an old jail cell. And they are radiating a different type of magic. They are radiating abjuration.
Abjuration magic.
As you're looking at, as you're noticing this in the closet, you're also watching as basically the rest of the closet seems to almost shimmer a little bit. And you can see that the background, there's a small, what looks to be, basically think like a two-wheeler. Now there's a flat board in the back portion of it. She's standing on the bottom and is slightly leaning onto this support bar that you hadn't noticed before. But as you're watching as the manacles change appearance, the background is sort of shimmering and you're starting to notice things back there.
Hey guys, this doesn't feel good.
And has she like reacted at all, moved at all?
No,
or-
it doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Lydia, you can like see if something's good or evil, right? Haven't you done that before?
I do have detect evil and good prepared, but I don't know if that would do any good, actually.
Okay, I'm just
There was the room that we went into, remember, where the entire thing was like a very powerful illusion. And it made everything look like clean and preserved to the point that like touching it and stuff, we believed what we were feeling. This could be something similar. It could be that this actually is, she is actually dead and she's just looking like she's preserved. But we're running out of dispels.
I've got a couple I could pop, I guess.
Bear noises.
Yes?
I used to.
Oh,
I
sorry.
scratch Bear Lydia behind the ear.
Message
I mean,
message
ear, yeah.
spell.
I pound 3 times on the floor.
I'll cast a message spell on you so that I can hear what you have to say. You're trying to get our attention. What?
I can do Dispel Magic 3 times plus.
All right.
Twice.
Furia says that she has Dispel Magic prepared as well, so there probably is enough for us to break any wards and dispel any possible illusions. It's just a matter of if people want to spend that magic. so that we
Would
know
we-
exactly what we're dealing with.
Will we be resting anytime soon? Everyone looks a little.
I mean, we can. I mean, we've accomplished our goal for sure. So once we decide how we're dealing with this, we can like full leave and like go to a tavern or something, and like be done for the day. Or camp. I forget how far away we are from town.
I'm just concerned that
Few hours.
this is holding something back that we
Something-
shouldn't mess with.
Something dangerous.
Yeah, it crossed my mind too. I mean, maybe not, but I don't know.
Which is sort of why I wanted to dispel any illusions
Like,
or
why
things.
would
just to
they,
see if we
like,
can-
why make her look like this? I don't know.
We could leave it, and I could file a report about her with the office. And they could eventually send someone if we don't want to deal with it.
Did we, those of us that can't like see magic, did like the manacles look different at all to us? Like after, or
Yeah,
it was
so
just you have to have dispel, or
No, yeah, so
text.
once Art dispelled the initial illusion on the manacles, yeah, you can all see they went from those sort of nicely, smooth, shiny.
okay, so we
Kilos.
all
Now
saw
you can
that.
see they're more old, rusted. They look like standard what you'd expect to see in like any jail cell.
Okay, and before you said we didn't like see a keyhole. Is that still the case, or do we see like a keyhole on them
You
now?
don't see anything.
How far are we from where Lydia saw the ghost?
Maybe
Where did
10, 15-minute walk. So the ghost was over in this area where you walked into a pole.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Oh dang, there's no door here. I was like, oh, it's right there, but no.
We got to backtrack a bit.
Okay. Sarah's gonna start
You're
heading.
muted.
Oh,
Sorry. I was just gonna say it's up to the people who want to spell if they want to spell, and then you started talking.
Sarah's gonna get off of Bear Furia and just start walking back down the hallway.
You can't see without the light. Ow! It's useless. It's useless.
I'll take the light and go with her. I don't really have it. I'm out of bardic inspiration, and I don't have any magic that can really help this situation.
I guess I'll light a torch.
I'll
well,
hub
if they're
over
just
at Lydia, sort of like go up to her and nose her in the belly or the back, depending on which way she's facing me, and then nod over at the person and bear shrug my shoulders.
I'll give it a go. First, so you don't have to change back. No. Oh. Plus our spellcasting modifier. Question mark.
Yep,
That'd be
if you're casting
17
dispel.
plus 17 plus 5.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Dynamic.
What did you cast it on?
The woman.
Okay, so she doesn't have anything that can be dispelled on her,
and if
Or-
the manacles,
or the manacles are preventing.
yeah, I mean, if they look like they're just normal old manacles, I could just try and break them at this point if that's what we really want.
Okay.
I think they still have abjuration on them, but
Oh.
Hmm.
Do you want me to dispel the manacles then?
I mean, if
Alright.
I'm not trying to tell people what
If you
to do.
want to,
I'll
and
give it a
you
go.
wanna
I'll
try
give
and
it a go.
free her,
I'll give it a go. Why not? 18. 13 plus 5.
Okay, so you're trying to cast on the manacles again?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see here. Where'd that spell go?
If you run out, I have a couple more, but
Okay.
I'd rather not.
I
Does
understand.
not seem to have any effect.
Well, I gave it a go.
We could just try to break the chains if.
I fear that it might hurt Rose if you try to break it right now.
I mean, what else is left to try if we actually want to help this woman?
Maybe Murdoch and Sarah are having some luck.
Yeah, I nudge you again, Lydia, and then do another shrug and start to follow Murdoch and Sarah.
Alright, why don't we all do that? That way we can
Alright.
all get a grasp of what's happening.
Yeah, I'll follow and start to head out as well then.
Yep, sure.
So we'll jump over to Murdoch and Sarah then, who are heading on their way.
Okay.
Where
So
are you
in the time you guys were talking, I was able to get to the hallway, to the end of the hallway, just behind the throne. But yes, I'm gonna talk to Murdoch and be like, I don't know about you, Murdoch, but this seems like a load of baloney and malarkey. And I may not know magic,
Okay.
but I do know people.
You do?
So I'm going to find this Miss Ghost Lady, and we can just bring her to her body if it's that so important to her. And then we can figure out the rest from there, what she wants to do, funeral rites, what god she believes in, if any.
Alright. So you think that she is deceiving us in some way?
In some way. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wish I looked that good even when breathing.
You are breathing.
And that's only after 90 years. Well, 80. And then there was that thing with the ghost. Oh, that was another ghost. Oh, what if she's that kind of... Oh, Murdoch, I don't think I can take another 30 years being added on. I mean, Snow Moon, he looked about my age when that happened.
Oh, no one told you that Snow Moon was aged, right?
Wait. Snow Moon was aged by a ghost?
Him and I both. I mean, I wasn't a spring chicken when we first went on this adventure, but I mean, going from 60 to 90, and Snow Moon, I don't know what age he was, but he was sort of a young fella, so maybe we add 30 to that, and then he became... So if we have like a 30-year-old and you add 30, he was probably like aged to about a 60-year-old in non-Dragonborn years. How long do you Dragonborns live for, actually?
A little less than a century, maybe about 80 years.
A little younger than that. Not quite a century, not quite 80 years. But yeah, that would have made a bit of sense.
So you're telling me that Snow Moon all that time was actually a fairly young man?
Yes? Why? What's the issue?
I'm old enough to have been his mother! And he still chose to stay dead?!
Sounds somewhere
don't
running
get
through the
distracted.
wilderness
When
of the
he
hunt,
literally
knowing that
had-
the chill on the back of his spine is, I'm in trouble.
That's fine. We can see if we can summon the spirit again.
There's a guilt angry with me.
Sarah, do me a favor, make a survival check.
Being in the vicinity of Murdoch right now.
I'm about to snap!
What? Nothing wrong with me, too.
Dude, nothing wrong with me.
Something's got to you. 25.
I'm making that save on spell.
I can only count to 4.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to...
You're doing a pretty good job, Sarah, with your hand along the wall as you're walking through complete darkness.
No, Murdoch brought the coin with us, I thought. Or the rock.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave him the rock? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Murdoch, rather someone took the rock from me.
You're fine.
Unless
You just
in
found
her,
another rock.
unless in her anger and
Murdoch.
tiefling draconicness just melted the coin and it's just
Oh, it's dark again.
no.
Eventually, you make your way back to the door.
Okay. Now let's see. How did those clerics do this when they were talking to Snow Moon? And she like kicks a stone. Excuse me, young
Hi.
lady.
We're back.
Couple of
We're
moments
back.
goes by. Nothing.
We found your body.
Another couple of moments, still nothing.
Did we do... Was there an action that we took that... Did we mess with the... Was this one of the doors that we messed with and then she appeared, or did she just appear?
I don't know.
I
Lydia
opened one
was
of the
the one that
doors.
saw the ghost.
It was one of the doors, is where the face appeared.
Yeah. I want to go mess with that door.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that the pit?
No, that was the
No,
third
okay.
of the 3 doors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, there was a pit. No, don't worry about it. You're not here. I
Okay,
don't need to explain anything to you.
We're back over.
Yeah, I'll mess with the door.
Yeah, whatever door Murdoch's not at, I'll go to a different door and like knock on it. Like, hello.
Oh, okay. So, as Murdoch's going to the third door, are you going to the first or the second?
Don't just
Second.
open random doors. There could be more monsters,
Okay.
and we're alone.
I'm just knocking on stuff.
As
there's
you knock
nothing
on the
on the
second
side-
door, nothing happens.
Okay, phew.
Okay, this one's a dud. Murdoch, how are you doing? I'm gonna go over to Murdoch.
Okay, as you
Face.
turn the knob and start to open the door, as you open it, there is literally just, like it's 3 or 4 inches in and dead ends. No face, nothing appears.
Okay.
I
Last
think
one.
yeah, there's one more.
Okay,
Jiggle.
let's
Jiggle
Do a
the
knock?
handle, do a knock, yeah.
shave him a haircut.
You're going up to the first door that you would,
Is that the pit door?
as you start
Yeah.
heading up, you remember the first door is the one that had the pit in it.
Okay. No.
Nope, no. Oh, okay.
Pit.
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 Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think...
Maybe it was this one over here, and I'm gonna go that like big doorway on the bottom left,
Oh, okay.
like over here. I forget how it ping.
Now let me check here.
We're just trying to be good people, but also not release like a demon.
Okay. Are you here?
As you open the door, it opens to what looks to be a dead end. There's just a angular wall. Seems like whatever happened, you're not getting a response from that spectral individual.
Okay, well if you don't want your body back, I guess we're just gonna go on our merry way.
Shame.
We
Nothing.
even got your manacles. Your manacles. We even got your manacles all fixed up and rusty now. You could break out if you wanted to.
Still nothing.
Nothing. Honestly, we didn't sign anything with her. It's not binding, so we could just leave.
You know what? You're right, Murdoch. Perhaps we'll just have your people call her people.
Yeah, I'll follow. Well, let's go back to the others, and I'll just say that we'll file a report.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were heading in your direction. I'm not sure how far behind we were.
Okay, we're leaving now.
It's not like we're trying to buy a used car. They're not going to be like, wait, let me see what I can do.
We're walking out the door. Your
Can I do
remake was
something?
bad.
Yeah, it's about the time you guys get back up along that hallway, just on the other side of the double doors with the massive statues, you can see the rest of your group sort of coming up and meeting you at that intersection.
Can I remember that there was a secret door?
Make an intelligence check. Remember a lot.
$12.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Keep that to myself so I don't sound stupid if I say it out loud.
But eventually,
Well, that
the
was a
group you
lot.
end up all meeting back together. Stick somebody else there.
We can't seem to get in contact with the spirit. Did you guys figure out anything?
No, I tried to dispel it on the body and the manacles and neither worked. Tried to do it pretty, well, and it didn't seem to pan out. You checked all the doors? You said?
Yeah, we can't seem to get her back.
Even the secret door?
The one that took Roswin's stuff, or another
Oh,
secret
okay,
door?
that was the secret door?
Oh my.
We
stuff.
never found your
Yeah.
stuff!
We didn't.
Oh, God.
I mean, any. I
mean, we're
do with
rich.
Any axe, but I mean it.
We are pretty-
Were they like family, like heirlooms?
Not really. I mean, an axe
you
is
want-
an axe. I can make do with any.
I mean, we're like rich.
If you want
You have my
Roswin,
hammer right now.
yeah.
I actually got the hammer. I forgot it was a hammer, not an axe, from the
Oh, that's right, at the human oven.
which I've been using. So
I thought that was a hand axe.
No, it was
Uh,
basically it's a
No,
war
it was like a
with,
smith's hammer, kind of.
handle was short.
yeah, I finally
If-
found it in my notes, even though I kept saying an axe when we were in combat.
If you want
so.
an axe, we can just retcon that I got a very big chunk of obsidian.
No, I can find another one. I mean, if we want to leave now, I mean, I wouldn't mind looking around a little bit, but
I was saying that we didn't necessarily sign anything with this ghost or anything, so if everyone's fine with just taking what we came here for, and I can report this to the office and they can figure it out, we can just wash our hands clean of it and not deal with it.
yeah,
I do kind of
mean-
want the sword and the bottle of wine that was in there, though.
I mean, other than just trying to break the chains, I don't know what more we can do. I can try to find her. I mean,
Yeah.
Honestly, we help those who help themselves.
It's
Her body's
it's
uncovered.
a shame.
She knows where it is.
Murdoch's like sidestepping back towards the room. It's a shame. Horrible shame.
Did anybody
like-
get a chance to look?
Murdoch.
I want the sword and the wine bottle.
Okay, Sarah's following after Murdoch. Like, I want to see what vintage that wine is. That can go for a pretty penny.
I was thinking that, and I I like swords. I'm gonna be honest. I just like swords.
We could
I mean,
also
if you
say
want the
that.
sword, then you could just go get it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Yeah.
I took a hammer from the oven, so I mean.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Murdoch, when was the last time you got something for yourself on this adventure?
The last time that I got something for, I mean, like I bought some like scrolls back when we had
Oh,
just
that's
figured out about.
related. I mean something for you. Something where you're treating yourself.
Perhaps a haunted sword? Treat yourself.
Yes.
When did I do something that wasn't work related?
I mean, you did take Snow Moon on that date. I can't read the room.
Make an insight check on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, why is Murdoch so quiet all of a sudden as I'm walking with them back? Like I'm following behind, like
19.
head on side.
My passive deception is 23. So
Okay.
I'm fine. We're all good. I'm just thinking.
You're always thinking, Murdoch.
I'm a thinker.
So
I'm-
admirable.
I'll
She
give-
like walks in front of you like.
I'm just gonna. You can have the bottle of wine. I'll take the sword. I don't even know if that sword's usable, but
What vintage is the wine, DM?
Do you open it and take a sniff?
No, I'm not opening this. Does it have like a label?
The text is long since faded.
oh, that's good.
Oh,
It's a good
oh,
sign,
this,
isn't it?
especially with the royalty in here. Oh, this is probably wonderful.
Or
And
poison.
if not, it's probably poisoned. Which
Yeah,
is
we're
even better for me.
thinking. Okay. Is the sword in any usable quality?
Yes, it is.
That could either be well preserved or it could be magical.
Oh, there was a magical kind of. Yeah, there was some magic on it.
There's some magic on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been needing a magic sword. I really have. I'm starting to feel it not having one.
That is a, mechanically speaking, a +2 broadsword.
+2? Pog.
Wow.
Wait, like broadsword, like a claymore?
Long
or-
sword, so.
Like a long sword.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh man,
Two-
feel like
but
cloud
you have to
strife.
You have to use two hands for broadsword, I believe.
Okay.
Do you know what it looks like?
Not in front of me, but I'll have it for you for next time.
Cool!
Okay.
Yay! I'm happy I went
Oh.
back for it.
While we're all in here, I'd like to shout to the ghost, like, and this perfectly preserved body!
Nothing happens.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Guilting the dead.
Honestly,
Haven't they been through enough?
I mean, if the ghosts, I think if they wanted to, present themselves, they would have at this point.
if only someone had some sort of way to contact the dead, but not in a way of like needing a body, like just poofing their essence into a circle of some sort, like a saying aunts or something.
We're working on it!
On it!
Making
what?
new magic is hard!
Sarah's just oblivious, like, I got my wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we leaving? Like leaving? Because we
I
can
would
get
like
back
to.
to town before nightfall.
Teleport out of domain.
I guess. I
Do you feel a bit off about leaving her?
yes.
Do you want to? We could, because we're a few hours from town, we could identify our magic items, rest, prep a new set of spells, and if you really, really wanted, we could come back tomorrow.
I
Fresh.
think that sounds good.
All right. I don't want you to feel like we're You know, you're the holy woman. Don't want to piss you off.
It's fine.
I'm okay with doing that.
Okay. If
Maybe
everyone
they don't-
else seems okay with that, I feel much better, laying her to peace, like I said.
Okay,
Yeah.
dearie.
Okay, we can come back tomorrow. We can go back to our tavern, identify our items and stuff.
Okay.
Alright.
As you all start to head your way back out, following along the paths, back through the double doorways, everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's
21.
19.
Natural 20, 22.
12.
17.
What was the check? Sorry, and
Perception?
perception.
Ooh.
22.
So everybody notices this. As you're making your way back through, you walk past the double statues, you're walking down the hallway, you're getting near that point in where the metal bars were that Rose had sort of pried your way to get into this area. There's a really nice axe sitting in the middle of the room, just laying there.
Ooh,
Looks
is it?
familiar to every single one of you.
That's where your stuff went. That's why there was the pile of swords and
That
stuff.
makes a lot of sense.
Nice.
And I will run over and scoop up my axe and reclaim it.
And anything else? I can't remember what other metal items you had on you that we talked about.
I do have a shield that
You had a shield.
I don't use, but it's basically just part of her.
Didn't your armor also get taken?
I don't.
But we're,
I have on armor defense, so I don't
Oh.
actually wear armor. I just have the shield on my back, but I don't really ever use it.
Yeah, I think it was just
When
like
you're
little
teaching
bits and
Murdoch.
bobs.
And I did have 2 hand axes as well.
There
So
you
all
go.
of that's just laying there in the pile.
All right. Yeah, she will happily reclaim
that's
all
good.
of her stuff.
I'll continue dragging the big thing by myself.
Yeah, so eventually it takes you probably about 20 minutes to a half an hour longer. Just even with Lydia, you carrying this, it's awkward. It's a little rough going bringing it. But eventually you make your way back to the tavern to ease up and get some rest.
Before we get near the town, I just want to say I turn back into myself so the locals don't have bear fear or something like that going on.
Okay. So easy enough as the group gets to the inn, starts to get food, drink, whatever your plans are for the evening. That's where we'll call an end to tonight's session. As you now have a week to plan and to make your choices as you've now hit level 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay!
We did it, everybody!
We survived!
It was close.
And as you're taking, I'm assuming you guys have talked about taking a long rest. So I will have the information for your magic items for you before next time, including said ring.
Cool.
God, I can finally have expertise in Arcana and history, so I can actually seem like I'm as smart as I pretend to be.
Bangle of power.
Or I could be I could have expertise in athletics and be stronger than everyone.
Everyone.
So as we can see, Murdoch is already planning. So
Well,
definitely tune in next time as our party is discussing. They may be coming back here to try to figure out what to do with this strange. We'll just call this strange situation they find. This ghostly individual and a very well preserved body. And I forgot to mention at the start, don't forget, Proficiency Bonus is going to be celebrating our 5-year birthday. Not next week, but the week after. So definitely tune in. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be a whole lot of fun stuff. That is also the end of that week on the 29th is the finale of the Aliens Destroyer of Worlds game. So, well, that's assuming that everyone doesn't die.
Might all
Next
die.
week.
Who knows?
But,
Nice.
you know, definitely tune in. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening during the birthday week. Yeah. Don't forget, folks, when chipping away at a massive obsidian creature, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. I got nothing on that one. It was a hell of a fight, but our party walked away with it without anyone going down, so
Sometimes
all
Mal
around.
gets the final hit.
have a good night, all.
God, the owl.
Well,
Rip Owl, the true hero.
yeah.